Today I'm going to get a little more personal. I'm going to talk about my loss and kind of how it played out, so you guys know where I'm coming from, because that kind of plays in too, right? My late wife's name was Samantha, and she was 43 when she passed away, and I lost her slowly. So, anticipatory grief, we both lived very intentionally, so I had a little bit of time to kind of figure things out before she actually went. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Sam was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, gastrointestinal stromal tumor. It's very rare. And she had a rare kind, which is always fun, right? Now, we live in Montreal, which is a huge city for McGill University Health Center, and there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of amazing doctors here, and we just happen to have a specialist in this here. So we were very fortunate in that way. Sam passed away almost 10 years after her diagnosis, and 8 months before she passed away, it spread to her brain. Now, this was not something they were looking for. It's not something they monitor, because this is something that, as they quote, never happens. Well, apparently it does. But there was involvement in the brain. She had a brain bleed, so there was neurological involvement, and that changes everything. And I watched my best friend, this brilliant, vibrant force of nature, who was there for everyone, and became an advocate and got her degree post-diagnosis. She was it wasn't she fought it. She lived almost in spite of it. And that was amazing. I watched her, especially in those last 8 months, I'm going to say this, waste away. Not just physically. Yes, she lost weight and her appearance changed, and, brain involvement. She had to go for surgery. They had to shave her head, and yes. But I watched somebody who was vibrant and full of life become the person in a hospital bed that I barely recognized. None of the, captivating charisma and wit. And we never lost our sense of humor, but it just wasn't the same. Now, I was there for all of it, and I was sitting next to her when she died. Right? I was there right up until the very end. She wanted her body donated, so we did. They warned us, because she was in the palliative care ward. They said, well, they don't accept. And then they turn around and go, wow, we've never had a body accepted that fast. Because it was kind of already kind of pre-planned with her doctor that that's what she wanted. So they accepted very quickly, because she was actually on a list. All that to say that the arrangements were very different from what most people go through. I went home. I slept. And it was an odd sleep. I remember it being different. And the day after, I went walking. And I walk a lot. So when I say I went walking, I went walking for a good 4.5, 5 hours. Just like that. It was late October. It was a chilly, overcast day, much like the day I'm recording in today, but, well, it's not overly chilly. I'm still wearing a light coat, but, And the sky was bright. And I remember walking and feeling a sense of freedom. not in a negative way, but for both of us, that she was free of kind of the trap of the illness that she found herself with. And all of a sudden, I saw potential. The 1-year rule, yes. Did I adhere to it? Yes. I saw potential. And I had my moment where I knew that I had more time, that if anything, this just proved that time was so much more precious. And I knew that I had to kind of reestablish my life, reaffirm my purpose, my identity, and my purpose has always been about helping and, serving others. And look, I'm a big fan of Simon Sinek and Esther Perel, and, so I've always been about this idea of don't just do your job, like do it the best, like be the best you can be. And for me and Sam, it was never about right or wrong, but choice and consequence. And that works in a positive way too. Good choices lead to good consequences, right? So I wanted to share that because I talk a lot about moving forward, and in some ways maybe I had it easier, maybe not. But I did all the work to kind of figure out where I was, who I needed to be to go forward and kind of build up the kind of life I wanted to live. And I realized that some people have a lot of trouble with that. And if you're kind of questioning about how to move forward, if you're having difficulty in that area and you want to talk to somebody, hi, my name is Richard Strother. I am the Widower's Wingman, and you can find me at thewidowerswingman.com. Now there you can check out these videos, you can check out the podcasts I've done. I've been on many. You can hear kind of what I have to say on different things. The topics are listed. But you can also book a call with me directly. It's free. It's not a sales call. I want to meet you. I want to see where you're at. I want to help. And if it's not me, that's fine. I want to get you to the right resources and put you in touch with the right people so that you can get to that point where you can move forward comfortably. And if I can help, I will. Like and subscribe if you want. But more importantly, if you know somebody who's lost and is having trouble kind of breaking out of that, kind of coming to terms with how to move forward, please do share this with them. It's not useful unless it gets into the hands of somebody who needs it. Last but not least, I will see you guys in the next video if I don't get the privilege of meeting you first.